Vladimir Putin's December 4-5, 2025 state visit to India is not routine diplomacy. It's a high-stakes stress test of the global order itself. At a time when Washington believes sanctions and tariffs can dictate alliances, Moscow and New Delhi are preparing to prove the opposite, that strategic autonomy is still possible for major powers in a fractured world. The timing is deliberate. The Ukraine war drags into its fourth year. Western sanctions choke Russia, and Donald Trump, back in the White House, has imposed punitive tariffs on Indian purchases of Russian oil. This summit forces one brutal question. Will India bend to economic coercion or double down on its independent path? India's stakes are enormous. By mid-2025, it was absorbing nearly 80% of Russia's seaborne crude, helping control inflation and keep industries alive. But Trump's new tariffs and sanctions on Russian oil suppliers have added billions to India's annual energy bill. Strategic autonomy now comes with a financial cost. For Russia, India is no longer just a buyer, it's a lifeline. Cut off from European energy markets, Putin needs to show Moscow still has strategic options beyond Beijing. And he made that clear in his direct message to Prime Minister Modi, a message the Kremlin ensured the world heard.
I have just had a conversation with the Indian Prime Minister, Mr. Modi. I took the liberty of congratulating our friend, the Indian Prime Minister, on his 75th birthday on behalf of all of you. I would like to convey his best wishes to the entire Russian leadership. In modern history, or more precisely, since the days of the Soviet Union and then in the era of the new Russia, relations between India and Russia have been exclusively trusting, friendly, and of course non-partisan. These relations are based on a national consensus in both Russia and India. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi, India is pursuing a completely independent sovereign policy. And, most importantly, it is achieving very good results in the economic sphere. India is demonstrating the highest economic growth rates among the world's major economies. I congratulate the Indian Prime Minister on his anniversary and wish him and all the Indian people all the best and further success.
Putin's words weren't just flattery, they were a strategic signal. By openly praising India's completely independent sovereign policy, Moscow was sending a message to Washington. New Delhi will not be bullied into alignment. Russia's position became even more explicit when Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met Subrahmanyam Jaishankar days before the summit, elevating India above all of Moscow's other global partnerships.
Relations between the Russian Federation and India are those of a particularly privileged strategic partnership. This is our most important foreign policy priority.
But India is not presenting itself as a Russian camp follower. Jaishankar maintained India's carefully balanced position, engaging Moscow while projecting New Delhi as a global stabilizer, not a partisan.
We will also be exchanging views on the complex global situation with the openness that has always characterized our ties. This includes the Ukraine conflict as also the Middle East and Afghanistan, amongst others. India supports recent efforts towards establishing peace. We hope that all parties approach that goal constructively.
Behind the diplomacy lies hard strategy. Russia is offering India unprecedented defense technology transfer, including advanced S-400 production and licensed manufacturing of its Su-57 stealth fighter. This is Moscow transforming India from a customer into a co-producer, driven by necessity, isolation, and survival. The partnership goes deeper than weapons and oil. A financial architecture is being built to bypass Western pressure. Russia is reinvesting billions of rupees earned from oil sales into Indian infrastructure and bonds. India is exploring deeper integration with Russia's SPFS banking network, reducing dependence on the dollar and Western-controlled systems. And this extends to logistics too, from Arctic shipbuilding to new trade corridors like the North-South Transport Corridor and the Vladivostok-Chennai route. Moscow and New Delhi are creating alternative arteries beyond Western choke points. So when Putin arrives in New Delhi, this won't just be about ceremonies or joint statements. It will be a demonstration of how two powers are building a sanction-resistant partnership, a real-world operating system for a multipolar world. And if this model holds, its impact will go far beyond India and Russia.